What is happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. You know, for the past few years, there's been a lot of you pestering me to get a kayak. Well, you'll be happy to see that I finally have one here. So today we'll take a look through it. What I got, like I said, this is used when it's a 2021 Native Slayer Max Propel, the 12.5 pedal drive. It's definitely going to be a learning experience for me. I've only fished from a kayak once. So shout out to my man, Steven. I will hopefully be getting out with him to do my maiden voyage of this. I thought it was fitting since he let me borrow his fishing kayak. But let's go through. Let's start at the front here. It's got a big front hatch up here so you can get a spot where you can store your stuff. This is going to be a battery deal, so this didn't come with any electronics. I ripped the transducer and mount off of my John boat, so that's going to go into here. So it's pretty sweet because if you flip this over, it's got a cutout piece on the bottom where my transducer can go right through there. I can put the battery to it. I'll just have to do an in-hole wiring kit to run back to this piece, which is where my graph will sit on there. I've got a track mount thing for it. Where is it? There's my graph. I got the Lowrance Hook 9. Got a good sale on that some time ago. This is what I got, this Yak Attack Fish Finder mount deal. It just clips into your track here. So that'll be nice because I think it's a quick like disconnect thing for it too. So I can just pop the whole piece out and it's just the base that sits there, which would be cool. This is the Yak Gear Pack. Now, normally I would say this thing's not a good buy. It's like 35 bucks. You get a couple rod holders. Comes with like a little compartment thing here for like 35 bucks. Kind of a ripoff because the quality doesn't seem to be too high on it. And milk crates are like, I don't know, 5-10 bucks. You go to a farm store. Strangely enough, I did notice this is made in the USA. But the cool part about this was I got this on the Gander Mountain sale. Rest in peace, Gander Mountain. Take a drink. Got it at the Gander Mountain Go Down a business sale for $1.99 for a $35 deal. So I'll get that set up. That'll go in back here behind the seat, like you see all the cool kids do. Put that there. It'll have a couple rod holders. This already has some rod holders integrated in it as well. I'll show you that. It's got a couple spots here where you can lay some rods horizontally, so the tip will go up in that piece. They're supposed to come back here and set. I'm not real fond of that. I don't know how that'll work. I might try it, but with stuff on the tracks and things, I don't know that that'll be a great way to store them. It's got the pedal drive. That's this piece here, and it's a lot lighter than what I was thinking. That piece just drops down into there. This cover deal comes off. You just drop your pedal drive down into that. So super easy to do. I like that piece of it. Another thing is I was really concerned about stability. Now this has a pretty wide platform on it. Like I said, it's a 12.5 foot long kayak. So it's got a little bit more room, and that's really what I wanted because I do not have the best of balance. I mean, come on, let's be honest. You've seen my bank fishing ones where I went in, let alone put me on a kayak. Probably the beard is weighing me one way or the next. It's also got a couple integrated holders here for tackle boxes. So each one of these, one on each side, will hold a 3600 size tackle box. The seat here is adjustable. So you've got a high level here, which is where I have it. And then you can also drop it down to lower, but I like it sitting up higher like that. And underneath here, you can see quite a spot to store stuff. You can kind of latch it in. So I'll be able to put some boxes or plastic bags, something under there. I did sit in the seat and it is very comfortable. A lot of people have said that about this seat, that it is a nice one that comes on there. This one did come, so I think normally the new versions of this kayak are like, it's $29.99, so a $3,000 kayak. I got it for about half that, and the gentleman I got it from here in Iowa was nice enough it's already included some of the upgrades and stuff. So I feel like I got a pretty damn good deal on it because this piece alone, the Burley steering, so this is an aluminum steering deal. Apparently this piece that moves your rudder back there is plastic stock and it's been known to break. So he upgraded that, and it's also got the Burley Pro deal back here with the upgraded cords for steering. Behind the seat here, it does also have a spot where you can fit a 3700 size box, which will be really nice. That'll be right behind me. Back here, it does have those integrated rod holders that kick back. So I've got one there, and then on this side, it's got a forward-facing one. So when I'm sitting there in my seat and I'm retying or I catch a fish, I can put the rod down in that and it's pointing forward, which will be pretty nice to have. Cup holder built into it, and then these, it did come with the Native sidekick he had on here. However, as you can see, it's only got one leg. He lost one of the legs out of the back of his truck. I went to my local spot to try to get one. They want to charge me like 130 bucks for this piece, which is crazy. I think this system, like in all, is like 300 bucks. So I was able to hit up Native. They sell the replacement like leg piece for like 70 bucks. So it'll cost 70. He actually took 100 bucks off of it because he was missing that, so I can get a replacement. So again, love my Iowa guys for helping me out. I had to go at my local shop and get a paddle. Didn't get a super expensive one since I won't be paddling a ton. This is a pedal drive, so it's got the instant forward and reverse. So that breaks in half, and the nice thing about the Native is you can clip them in like that. So the paddle breaks in half. It's got like a little push button deal there, and you can store this split in half right back here behind you. So I think that's pretty cool. It's got an access port back here, so you can open this up and get through to the hole. Same thing in the front. This plastic tub piece raises out so that way you can get inside the hole, do any sort of wiring, any of that stuff, which is nice. Also grabbed a net. This is an aluminum handle. I think it's a 30-inch. 30-inch aluminum handle with a 20-inch frame deal there, so should be good enough for the 1.5-pounders and dinks that I catch. I'll have to put like a pool noodle, something on the back end of it to make sure it floats, but it's got a nice long handle piece on it. I also grabbed a couple other smaller things for it. A seat cushion that I can put on here. I hear people really like those. I got like a couple accessory mounts to put on the rails, but after looking at this, like, what do I think just out of the gate the benefits are going to be over the John boat? Well, for me, I've got a crappy old John boat. Nothing wrong with it. It still floats and everything, but the trailer it has the little tiny like kiddie wheels, so you can't go over 55 reliably with it without being scared of blowing one up. So that really limits where I can go going on the interstate and stuff. This, I can pack it in the back of the truck. Once I get those the side kick wheels on, I can just lift it up, pull the front in, push the back in, load it up, strap it, and be ready to go. So go, interstate, go wherever I want. And launching this is super easy. You don't necessarily even need a boat ramp. So a lot of the small, 20-acre ponds or lakes that we have around here, this is going to be perfect because we've even got a lot of the spots are electric only or idle only. So even if you have a 250 horse Merc fancy deal, all you can do is idle in it. So that always cracks me up when you see somebody in a $100,000 bass boat going brum, 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 brum. All right, so I'm gonna go grab some gear, get kind of some of this picked out, put the other things on, the sonar or the transducer for my electronics, get some of this other stuff put on, and then can I give you a final wrap up with it loosely packed like it's gonna be ready for fishing this weekend. All right, so this is the underside of the kayak, and this is the spot that I was talking about where they have it kind of cut out for your transducer to go. So there's this black plate here. You take this off, and this is what you mount your transducer holder to. So I had to buy this from Amazon for like, I don't know, $6. I left my other one on my John boat because I had JB Marine weld around it to make sure it was nice and sealed. But this one, like I said, you don't have to go into the hole of it. So I just drilled right into this, did some pilot holes as you can see there, put the screws in, that's the bracket. So I'm gonna get this back on and make sure my transducer fits. Okay, so I ran around on the other side of the yak and took out this piece, and this consists of a rubber plug with a rope in there, and then this piece, this is what's down in the bottom of that battery box, plugging this up, this little rubber deal here. So I took this out, I'm gonna put the transducer on here, so this will fit just like that, just barely under the bottom of the kayak. I'm gonna feed my wire up in through here, and I'm gonna take this rubber plug and just cut 1/2 side of it, put the wire in through there, and then plug this hole again, pushing it through that. Hopefully this works. Okay, there we go with the transducer in there, fit perfectly. All this went together really well. Now I'm gonna take this, go back to the other side. I ran my wire through first before I tightened all this on. Ran the wire in through there, that'll go to my graph. And this, I cut one side of it. I'm gonna put the wire in there and push that back down in the hole and get the top back on. Okay, so to catch you up here, I drilled a hole there. That runs my wire all the way back to this piece. The nice thing about these Natives is they have a plate that comes off here. So I took this plate off, ran my wire through, drilled a hole in this, put my wire here. So I'll just need those little cover deals to get this all covered up, nice looking tidy. And then I'm adding this Yak Attack fish finder mount. And I've never done one of these. I've heard the rail system, but didn't really understand what it was. All this is a little piece here. You put it in the rail system, and then these pieces are just kind of modular. You put it over this. It's got two little tabs that sit in the rail as well, so this can't turn. Put this little plastic screw piece on. Tighten that up. That gets nice and tight there. That's not going anywhere. And then this piece, I just took this off, twisted it around, and then it's got a quick attach that goes down in there with a little handle. You just snap it over, and that's it. That's all there is to getting this all set and ready. Now I've got to put on my Lowrance holder deal. Luckily this already has all the holes put in it, so I'll just go grab my bolts and get this on. Okay, well that took longer than I thought. I ended up running just the one that connects to the graph first. I forgot about my battery one, so I had to go back, take a wire, put it up through here. I took this plate off again, put a wire through, and it made it super easy just to pull this other battery cord through. So got both of those in. As you can see, the old Lowrance is working, transducer down there. I have a battery pack thing, a lithium, 12 volt, 10 amp hour that I got for ice fishing, but in the little box thing, it won't fit in here. So I've just got a regular, it's one for like my depth finder, my flasher for ice fishing. So I'm gonna have to get a better lithium battery to go in here, something a little bit lighter. It's not horrible, but definitely want to upgrade that. But at least I've got this so I can see water temperature, depth. It's got down and side scan. So that's all good to go. That was a lot easier than I thought. All right, started day 2 here. I just got done mowing the lawn, so I apologize if I got grass on me. I'm a little sweaty, but I wanted to show you this. This is the normal life jacket, life vest. Not real comfortable. This is an old one of mine, and that's what I look like in the new one. This one came in the mail. I got my package from Bonafide. Maybe just need to adjust this a little bit, but night and day difference wearing this. I've got all kinds of mobility in it. Like I said, might need to kind of adjust some of these, but completely different feel. No issue wearing this all day. I can move around. This is the NRS Chinook. A lot of people have done, you know, reviews and stuff on these, but I like it. Just kind of have to get it fitted in, but this is going to be a complete game changer over that old one. Now, if I bring you over here, I did get a few other things. I got a wrench. I got some grease so I can redo my pedal drive, get it greased up. Got some clip things because this is one thing that I've noticed. These clips are hard as hell to use. So I got some of the new ones that have like a little finger thing. You stick your finger in. Some of these I'm going to have to get those on because those seem to be a whole lot better. I had a couple people recommend those. I got the little holder deal here. I forget what this is from Yak Gear, but I've got my net here. So as I'm sitting right there, I'm going to have my net there and just kind of rest the top of it up there, and then the back of it holds on there. Got some of my bungee things I was looking at. Got some new pliers there. For those of you who use a lithium battery, give me recommendations on like what size. I don't know if like a 40 amp hour will fit on there. If anybody has recommendations, let me know because I will want to upgrade that. I did go ahead and get one of the native seat things, and I tell you, this does make a huge difference. This seat cushion is super nice. I like that. And I did get my rod holder all done back here, my crate. It's gonna have 4 different rod holders on it. I think I'm pretty good to go. Like I said, the paddle goes back there, and that's a rundown of it. That's the native Slayer Max Propel Pro 12.5, whatever all the deals of it are. Let me know what y'all think. So fishing friends, that's the end of part 1. I'm gonna get all this geared up, figure out what I'm taking with me, and that's gonna be kind of part 2, showing you how I get all the lures and gear in here. So that's it for me. Gotta edit. Thanks for watching, and until next time.